Hello everyone, hope you all are fine. Now let us start the lesson. Today's lesson is on class 6, subject science, lesson number 10, motion and measurement of distances. In our previous class, we have studied a ruler scale is used to measure a line segment. So in this lesson, we will study measuring distances and types of motion. Measuring distances and types of motion. First of all, let us discuss about earlier methods of measurement. Long ago, people used parts of the body to measure things. An inch was the width of the thumb. A foot was the length from the heel to the big toe of a person. A yard was the distance from the tip of the nose to the tip of the palm of a stretched hand. These methods of measurement were not accurate because they would vary from person to person. Now, accurate units of measurement, that is, International System of Units. Certain units of measurement have been accepted by people throughout the world. The units used for measure time, distances, mass, volume, and temperature are the same everywhere. These units are known as International System of Units. The units included in this system are called SI units. So, the meter is the SI unit used for measuring length. Similarly, the SI unit for measuring mass is kilogram. For measuring time is second, and for measuring temperature is Kelvin. Length is the distance between any 2 points. The SI unit for measuring length is the meter. The SI unit for measuring length is the meter. It has several decimal multiples, such as 10 millimeters is equal to 1 centimeter. 100 centimeters is equal to 1 meter. Millimeter and centimeter are used to measure smaller lengths. Meter is used to measure bigger length of cloth, the size of a playground, or the size of a room. Is there a larger decimal unit of a meter? Yes. To measure the distance between places, we use kilometers. It is a unit larger than the meter. 1000 meter is equal to 1 kilometer. 1000 meters is equal to 1 kilometer. Now, certain rules are followed while writing SI units. There are 4 rules given in the book. So let us discuss. Rule number 1. The symbol of a measuring unit is written in small letters. But if it is named after a scientist, it is written in a capital letter. For example, meter is written as small letter M. Kilometer is written as KM, small letter. But if it is written after a scientist's name, then the symbol is written as capital letter. Rule number 2. When the full form is used, the symbol is written in small letter, even if it happens to be named after a scientist. For example, meter, kilometer, joule. Thirdly, a symbol for a unit is never written as plural. But when the full form is used, it is written in plural form. For example, the length of a box is 10 meters. The length of the red box is 10 meters. Do you understand? Example, once again you listen. The length of a box is 10 meters. Another example, the length of the red box is 10 meters. Now let us see fourth number, rule number 4. The symbol is never written with a full stop unless it appears at the end of a sentence. The symbol is never written with a full stop unless it appears at the end of a sentence. For example, the road is 10 meters wide. The length of the pole is 1 meter. Here you can put full stop. The first sentence, there is no full stop. The road is 10 meters wide. On the other hand, the length of another example is the length of the pole is 1 meter. Full stop. So these are the rules to be followed while writing SI unit. So try to memorize this. Now let us study about motion. What is motion? There is motion everywhere around us. Plants move towards sunlight. Animals move from place to place. The earth moves around the sun. Rivers flow down from the mountains. Aeroplanes fly in the air, and so on. When an object changes its position with time, it is said to be in motion. When an object changes its position with time, it is said to be in motion. When there is no change in the position of an object, it is said to be at rest. The motion of an object can be in a straight path, or it can be in a random path. Now, types of motion. There are 5 types of motion. They are translatory motion, periodic motion, rotational motion, oscillatory motion, and vibratory motion. Translatory motion may be along a straight line or along a curved path, and hence can be classified as rectilinear motion or circular motion. Rectilinear motion, straight line, or a circular motion. Vehicles that move along a straight road is an example of rectilinear motion. And the motion of the blades of an electric fan and the hands of a clock are examples of objects in a circular motion. Understood? Now, periodic motion. Motion that repeats itself in a fixed time interval is called periodic motion. The motion of the earth around the sun is a periodic motion. The earth takes 365 days and 6 hours to complete one revolution. Thirdly, rotational motion. An object is said to possess rotational motion if it whirls around a fixed axis that passes through it. In case of rotational motion, the body remains near the axis of rotation and periodically returns to its original position. Another important feature of this motion is that different parts of the object cover different distances in the same period of time. The motion of the earth about its axis or that of a top spinning are examples of rotational motion. Now let us see oscillatory motion. When an object moves to and fro, between any 2 points, it is said to be oscillatory motion. Such a motion is known as oscillatory motion. The movement of the pendulum of a clock is an example of oscillatory motion. Vibratory motion. The last type of motion is vibratory motion. When you pluck a string which is tightly held between 2 points, as in a musical string instrument like a sitar or a guitar, the string vibrates. Such a motion is called vibratory motion. So, children, we have come to the end of today's class, but let us repeat the main points of this lesson. So, in this lesson, we have studied measuring distances, types of motion, and there are decimal multiples already written in the blackboard, you can see, and we have to follow certain rules while writing SI units. There are 4 rules given in the books. You have to learn by heart. And also we have studied types of motion, that is translatory motion, periodic motion, rotational motion, oscillatory motion, and vibratory motion. Thank you and have a nice day.